are back. Oh, and we have a special edition PML and NSL live prime time Thursday. Oh, Madden is out, and we have a great podcast coming at you. This is TCC Lynch, your fan favorite, your mom's favorite. Your wives are in my DMs, but I can't spend too much time because we have so many people in this goddamn Discord voice chat. So we have to introduce PML, our finest leaders on this podcast, and going to take the chip to the house. We have our fearless leader, Cody Hansen, Jaguars 19, the Jaguar Inator. I don't know where I was going with that, but say hello to your fans.
Oh, that's fucking terrible. What's going on, guys? I'm excited to be here. We're gonna talk about some NSL, talk about some PML, talk about how we're better, and go from there.
Awesome. You completely destroyed the let's break it down for Eric. But we have our next co-host, and he is the man with the most luscious hair in the league. That is Jared Eric Strawberry. Say hello to your heartwarming fans.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Happy to be here. Happy to talk some PML NSL Tourney.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And on the NSL side, our special guest. I don't know if this is like a 50-50 type podcast or they're just special guests, but they're going to be special to us because they have zero chance of winning this tournament. They have the commissioner, Beta Bitch Mish. We have July 4th in 1776.
Talk for the commissions having 0 wins versus our commissions, but how
That
y'all
sounded
doing?
so
Welcome to the
electric.
podcast.
That sounds so electric and robotic. That was beautiful. Just like how shitty
Thank you.
the gameplay for NSL actually is. And the other representative, my opponent in the first round of the NSL tourney, that is Nikki D.
Glad to be here. Looking forward to my easy round 1 win.
Ah, you sound so cute when you lie through your teeth. And sitting on the sidelines, our beautiful fan base. He is fresh off of the WWE, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Sound
I should have done this actually.
we were going in such a great direction, and it just absolutely dive bod. But we have a great podcast.
I think he's
for
just
you
muted,
all.
honestly.
No. I think he tried, but I think the sound just got fucking warped out.
Oh,
But we have a great podcast for you, NSL and PML. But we already know what I'm gonna do, even though Cody just wants to fucking blue ball everybody. That is breaking it down with Eric. Tell us, what are we covering today?
I mean, there's not really too much to talk about other than how we're just gonna break down this tournament. We'll probably talk some shit. We've got this nice little graphic up here. So, I mean, let's go ahead and get into it. If unless anyone's got anything they want to say.
I'll let July take the floor. Why don't you talk about NSL a little bit?
So we've been running for about, I think this is our 11th year. So I think y'all have been running for 10 or 11 years yourself.
Yep.
And we're just a group of grown-ass men that have been playing together for about 10, 11 years now. We're all like 35 and 40 now, so we're like breaking down and old as fuck. TCC, I'm really proud of you for keeping my wife entertained because I sure can't anymore. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, dude, my pleasure. My pleasure. You guys watch my streams?
Never.
Oh, yo, you should get your wife to watch my
I
streams.
like
You
to
had
be
his hopes
entertained,
up
that's my
so
fault.
much, though.
Dude, she would absolutely love my voice. She would love my charisma. Like, yo, if you need like a fucking, tag me in, brother. Like, I can save that relationship.
Well, I mean,
Riveting.
That's Lynch for you.
Riveting. Riveting.
That's Lynch in 3D.
it is. Does that sound pretty close to Diner?
No, Diner's more angry at himself.
Oh, yeah, Diner is just angry.
Yeah, anything in the world is just angering him.
Like from
Just
the opening kickoff, it doesn't take much.
No.
That sounds like Lynch when it comes to
Like-
a Madden game.
I
Though.
mean,
Who the fuck kicks a 55-yard field goal? What the fuck is this shit? Like the stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, you can't compete with me on stream, bro. Like my streams.
I
Dude.
remember last year. I think they were both you both were equally psychotic.
I don't know, man. There's zero defense being played. I don't like that game. I fucking hated Madden when it started. Just he just couldn't control shit. But anyway, too much. Keep going. Anything else about NSL?
No, I mean, we're like I said, we've been running for 10 years, man. It's just par for the course at this point, man. We have been disappointed by Madden so much, so hopefully this is the year where it really turns around for us. I know you guys didn't get to finish your last year, but we did, so we are not hyped. Or I'm not.
Yeah,
Fuck
no,
you.
I mean we do have a bit of the Madden itch still, but how many of your guys in this tournament are longtime users, and how many are like newer guys, or is pretty much everyone in your league at this point a longtime user?
I would say we have about 25 members that are longtime users. I think in the tourney, a good 12-ish are people that have been there for longer than 7 years.
Pretty
Maybe
fire.
a few new ones. Diner's kind of newer. He's only been in here for 3 or 4 years. Other than that, it's I don't know if you remember the first year we did this. We had one new guy in here, and he started dropping the N bomb and quitting games. So we decided we're not going to allow new people to join this anymore. It has to be people that we can trust not to throw the N word around and make us look like dicks.
Hey, we know there's always that rogue one that sneaks in sometimes, so we won't hold it against you.
AO1K.
Yeah, I mean, we let some guy in and we kicked him out, and he ended up stalking me and my family on Facebook and shit. It was fucking wild.
That was a
Over
crazy
Madden?
time.
Yeah, all over Madden, bro. It was,
Started
and actually, we used to have this other guy in our league too. And he actually like reached out, like he messaged my current wife, like saying that I like cheated on her and all this like crazy like bullshit. Like it was some fucked up shit. And then he like threatened like another guy in our league. He like reached out to their family members. Like it was some fucked up shit.
Well, we've
You
had dick
did
pics
yourself
sent to our
out.
guys. Have you all had that?
Wait.
What?
What?
Oh, Lynch is like, I'm trying to get in on your league now.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Dude,
we've definitely had dick pics sent to our guys.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Yeah, he
fucking
didn't like the loss. He didn't like
Ye-
the loss, and he was like, they were just talking trash to each other. So he was like, he felt like playing that beta card and threw it down, and
That's
Jesus.
incredible.
Yeah, we just
he
have a
definitely.
dude in our league that sends gifts of tits every time he wins.
Is it his tits? Because this was definitely his dick.
Nope, not his tits. Definitely chicks'
No,
tits.
he just finds gifs on the internet of like bouncing tits usually.
Yeah.
He usually wins about
Nice
5 games a
specific.
year, so I mean,
Nice specific, Jared.
So I will
is
say
it
this:
not
we have
true?
a member. We have a member in our league that plays with no hands, straight up.
Wait.
No lie.
How?
I
So
don't
how
want to
does he
ask
play?
too many
Really?
questions because like they could be
The
insensitive.
No, he's cool about it. He's had a few elective surgeries, not elective, they're needed surgeries. He had like some seizures, and it caused some infections and stuff. So essentially, one of his hands is only like the palm, and then the other hand is like even less than that. And he definitely plays for us.
Wow,
And he
really
wins a few
impressive.
games, which is even crazier. Can you imagine being that guy losing to that?
I
Like now.
I would probably leave the
I
league.
panic every time I play him. I can't be the guy that loses to him.
Yeah,
I
We
would
got
not be able to be in the league anymore.
we got together as a league, collected donations, and bought him the Xbox accessibility thing. You can look it
Yeah,
up.
that
It's
was
pretty neat.
robotic as balls.
So essentially, we he plays with buttons on the counter.
that's
What's up?
awesome.
That's very cool.
Yeah, props to you guys for that. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
And I will say the only compliment I'll give you guys is it's good to hear about another loyal league because you don't really hear about them that much, especially with how many users you guys have with multi-years, like past 5 years. Like it's definitely like same thing to you, Cody. Like kudos to you guys for running your leagues, like making sure to keep as loyal as possible. You guys don't get enough credit. You guys get stalked and murder threats and all this shit, and I'm just over here just screaming at the top of my lungs.
I'm
You're
gonna
part
have.
of that sometimes, buddy.
No,
I've had,
not to you, to
I
other
will
people.
I will say I've had 0 threats of death, so I
We had zero
cannot.
dick pics, so I mean, I guess
Let's hope we can keep it that way. Yeah, for both of our sakes.
This is a good trade-off there, you know.
It's like that trade meme, like, I receive death threats, you receive dick pics.
All right, let's break it down. Let's get into this tournament a little bit.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right off the bat, first game, we got the 16 seed in NSL and Gator taking on who is our king in PML, Seafield, as the 1 seed. What you guys' take on Gator?
Gator is a huge Buccaneers fan, and that's who he'll be using during the tournament, no doubt. And he last year and the year before, he's actually won some games based off of just the fact that he's using the Buccaneers with Tom Brady. And I don't know, Madden made Tom Brady do some amazing things. That being said, he has Kyle Trask or Baker Mayfield this year. He had to drop down to our 16 seed. His offense is a little stagnant. His defense is okay, but his offense can be a little stagnant if you know what's coming, and we've been playing him long enough, and I think you guys will pick up on it pretty quickly too. I anticipate him losing the first one by about 20 or 30, but it is Gator. He might pull one out. It is the Bucs defense is pretty good. If he can figure out anything with that quarterback or a running back, he might be all right. But I'm not holding my breath. But Gator might.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't count that. It's an easy fucking dub for Seafield. Like, it's not even figuring out what team.
He's the
this is.
mastermind at Madden,
I do-
honestly.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say last year we took down your 1, 2, and 3 seed in round 1. So
Yeah, I was
anything can
gonna say
happen.
let me
That's
play
true.
devil's advocate here actually, because Seafield, yeah, he's great. I mean, probably double-digit Super Bowl champion at this point. I mean, undefeated seasons, you name it, he's got all the accolades. But he gets better as the year goes on. He figures things out. He's better as he plays you more. He's got that like Bill Belichick mindset. So if he is ever to get upset, it would be a tournament with someone he's never really seen before, a team that he's not really knows what to do with yet. There's some variables that we're kind of not taking into account. So I think Seafield will probably win, but you never know.
Be interested to
Well,
see
I
what
play-
team he uses.
I feel like Gator gets worse as the year goes on, so it
Yeah,
might
I
be the
agree.
perfect set for an upset.
But
Maybe.
Gator's one of those guys too. He can beat anybody on a day, and he can lose to anybody.
Oh,
I got
for sure. Gator play.
Seafield negative 21.5.
Yeah,
I mean,
will
I might
the-
take Gator.
That's cute.
21.5 is
Imagine
a
not
huge
not
fucking-
rooting
that's
for your
huge-
own league.
That's a
until
huge
you're-
swing, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's 3 you just he can win by 3 touchdowns and I still win the bet.
Yeah, that's 4 possessions, bro. I would take the under on that all day.
I'm taking the over, bro. He,
All right.
he fucking has us in the bag.
Thanks for the line, DraftKings Lynch.
I got you. Something that Joe and Tiger can never fucking figure out.
Somebody writing these lines down. I'll be interested to see where we end up.
That would be funny to actually, if maybe like have everyone
on.
do like a bracket or like use the bet.
I do that for PML, but I can't fucking do that for NSL people. I don't
Lynch's
know.
lines. All right, here we go. It's Lynch's lines.
Lynch's
Oh.
lines.
We're doing the lines right.
Lynch's lines.
Here's what happens.
Lynch's
You do the lines for your
dude.
top seeds. If our guy's the top seed, I'll do the lines.
That's fair.
All right, that sounds good.
And we can do it after we talk about both guys.
That's fair.
So we got Seafield at plus or minus
Plus 21.
21 and a half.
Yeah,
Gosh, I don't like
and a half.
Lynch
Oh, you gave
making.
him and a
All right,
field
all
goal.
right.
That's what I'm
Do you want-
saying. Like,
All right, all right, fine. I'll make it 20 and a half. All right.
all
I
right.
like the 21 and a half.
I bet
Fuck
you
you.
did.
You did.
20 and a half. All right, moving on. Let's move on here. We got PML's 9 seed in Carter and NSL 8 seed in Berkey. I remember Berkey. He's played in all. This is gonna be his 3rd one, right?
Yep.
He's a big Packer fan, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Huge Packer fan. He will be using the Packers.
Okay.
Verkey is another one, a guy. He's much like Gator, except very much more consistent. He has won a Super Bowl. He had last year was a down year. He kind of got down on Madden. He's
Fair.
going to use
We've all been there.
If he was using the Packers, I would be like, hey, this guy is going to be probably. I would say this: our 5 through like maybe 10 seed is all very similar on what they can do and who they can upset. But the fact he's using Jordan Love, I had to put him down. It's going to be a close one. he did use Jordan Love for a season last year, did okay, so he's familiar with him. He's a heavy passer, and he plays great defense. So we'll see how that goes in this Madden with the heavy run offense meta.
Okay, shit. Okay. I mean, I haven't played Carter too much, but he's been in the league about. The thing is, this is going to be his 4th year, I believe now. He's made some big upsets in the playoff, but he's never been able to really get just over that hump. I think he's got one Super Bowl appearance, and TRC I think throttled him, if I'm not mistaken. He had a great TRC had a great team that year with that Ravens.
Yeah, he
But
did. To me, like
Yeah,
Carter's like a Seafield light almost. Like he's not quite to that level yet, but solid player all around. He understands the game at all levels. He's not just gonna be great on offense or defense. And I mean, he's gonna make adjustments throughout the game. He's not as proven or as obviously as good as Seafield at the end of the day, but I mean, he's beaten him before, and I could see he can beat just about anyone if he plays his cards right.
I got Carter for Lynch's lines at plus 3.5.
no, you
They
said
make
they
yeah.
made
I'll actually take Murky on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of have to. Carter is he's a decent user, but I don't really ever see any type of consistency from him. So I mean, 3.5 given 3.5 points to your guy, I mean, I could definitely see an upset, but I think that he kind of has the upper hand if he's won a Super Bowl and is more and what you're saying is he's a more consistent player. The only thing I could see actually stopping it is Jordan Love accuracy and what kind of passing mechanic he's going to use. Because if he's
True, but
inaccurate as balls.
he uses the new passing mechanic. But I will say this: where you're playing on comp, where Jordan Love's accuracy will not be as big of a deal as it would have been in like a sim league.
Yeah. And plus, like, if he's running Packers, I mean, that's a rundown team now because the
I think
Jets.
Carter might use. He's a Ravens fan, but he's not the Ravens in PML, so I feel like he might go with his Ravens and play with them. So Packers Ravens, that could be an interesting matchup. What was Verkey's line?
I was gonna
3.5.
yeah,
3.5 plus or minus.
minus.
Well, okay, this might be the higher seed. I'll just always take the minus.
Yeah. Well, unless they think the lower seed's gonna win, or like.
From what I've heard, it seems like it's going to be a pretty even match. So 3.5 points isn't really much. So it's right now. I think Murky has the favorite. He's marked as the favorite, but I think it could go definitely either way. But it won't be a high scoring game or a high scoring blowout.
Yeah, I
makes
would think it'd probably be a low scoring game, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to PML's 13 seed and NSL's 14, or not 14, sorry, 4 seed. We got Skulls and Crips. Did I say that right?
All right, Crips, yeah. Crips did not no Silver Armada came from y'all. Crips did not come from you. Crips is going. He might be a higher than a 4 seed by the end of this year. His Madden gameplay has been improving drastically. There's not a lot he can't do. He might be our new TRC, our new. You don't know who Trending is, but he might be our new TRC style of guy. Um, he just knows Madden inside and out. Like from like every number and every. All right, what does an 86 speed versus or an 86 jump versus an 80 jump do? What does the coverage do? He knows all these numbers. He studies the game.
He does.
He's a pure Maddenist all the way. His offense is very mixed, hard to stop, hard to predict. His defense is very elite and also mixed, hard to stop. Um, I have him winning by 20 minimum against the 13 seed.
Do we have the bracket from last year?
I think we deleted it. I actually might. Did you do it last? I think you did it last year, so you might have it.
No,
What up,
TRC
pussies?
did it last year.
TRC did it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
too bad he's not on
all
it.
I have the one from the year before.
We should try to fill out the scores and keep it for next year so we can reference it again.
for sure. I
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
have
kind
him
of
in the.
using this format every year. I mean, the single elimination is definitely going to help not drag shit along. I feel like the double elimination was a good idea, but it just doesn't really work out.
Yeah.
At the beginning of Madden.
Ever.
Yeah.
So whoever playing whatever, go ahead and see what you have to say, and then I'll give a point total, but it's definitely going to be in the 20s.
Yeah, I mean, Skulls is he's like a Carter light almost. I feel like he's not quite. I mean, he has some good games and sometimes he has some bad games. Just kind of depends what Skulls you get when he shows up. But
based on what you said, I don't think there's really much of a chance for Skulls.
I think my perfect
Alright.
reference for Skulls is he's Ryan Tannehill on the Titans right now. He could either start or he could be on the bench. So it's either way, he'll try to be competitive, but the score might not go his way at all.
I will do -20 for 22. We'll do -22 for Cripps here.
-22.
I think Cripps is going to be.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I'll-
I think
Big,
Cripps
but-
is going to be ready.
What are
Plus
the
22 max.
what's the time for the quarters?
I think it's 8.
We do 8
yeah.
minutes and then accelerated clock.
They're 8 minutes. Yeah, 8 minutes.
Yeah, 8-minute quarters.
All right, cool.
all right, moving on to NSL's 12 seed and PML's 5 seed. We got who just joined. Josh, welcome, and Vegas.
What's up?
Josh, 12 seed. You want to talk about your own game, Josh? Go ahead.
I'm probably gonna get blown out, but it's all good. We're gonna have a fun time with it. I said I was gonna use the Falcons. I might use the Broncos just because.
And there you go. Be the hometown team.
Yeah, I don't know. He's using his home team. The Giants, they're about rated the same, so yeah, we'll probably do that.
Let me give some more insight about Josh. He likes to use a lot of real life NFL scenarios, and that sometimes does not work out for him in Madden. His defense is very elite. He knows his players back and forth as the Broncos. That being said, his offense can sometimes stagger a little bit. But his defense can carry him. I wouldn't be surprised if Josh gets the upset, but he is not consistent enough to guarantee a win. Especially in the playoffs, he is a choker all day. You put the game, you put a big game on the line.
yeah.
He's choking so hardcore.
It's
It's
bad.
impressive.
He's a known choker.
Oh yeah,
Like multiple,
Thank you, Ric
pretty
Flair.
bad.
multiple playoff chokes back-to-back seasons. Like he will run through the AFC and then just get blown out in the Super Bowl. It's impressive.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm not gonna cry.
Vegas has us in the bag. I got him at plus 15.5 or minus 15.5. My bad.
Vegas is a solid
He-
player. He's usually
Vegas is
13
a
and
solid
3
player.
type.
I
If
don't-
he was using
four.
the Cowboys, he's lethal with Micah Parsons. But since he's using the Giants, I mean, I can't give him 3 touchdowns, but I can give him 2. 2 and a field goal.
I'm not sure he scores 2 touchdowns, and he still might win.
Wow.
All right, so
God damn.
final score 17-0.
Lynch, what did you say? I'm sorry.
I said Vegas. He has definitely turned into a lethal user. If he
No,
was
I
using-
know. I heard that part. What was the spread?
If he was, the spread, I have him at negative 15.5.
15.5. That's interesting. I played Josh before. His defense is pretty elite. I will say that. A pretty stout defense.
Vegas just knows how to pass the ball into
Yeah, Vegas
wide
is pretty
open
good at.
places.
And
Like
Vegas
he
is
he's
pretty good at
letting
offense,
down-
so it'll be pretty interesting to see.
Yeah,
Watch you two play defense and offense versus each other.
Yeah, he's lethal 30 yards down the field, 5-yard out routes. It could be an HB wheel. It could be a tight end doing some weird ass shit 10 yards down the field. Like he'll just find an open guy and he won't pass to someone that isn't like it's not like pick worthy for the defense. So I mean, he definitely, and especially with Saquon in the backfield, I mean, he's going to be able to figure out how to get the offense moving. So I mean, Josh, good luck, buddy, but I think Vegas has your number on this one, bud.
Yeah, Saquon's gonna be difficult to stop. I don't
good is
think
your
I'm
rush
gonna have
game?
an answer for that. But If he has to pass, it's gonna be a long day for him.
How good is your rush game
On offense,
on defense?
on defense has been sus this year. I was top 5 pretty much all cycle last year, but the stuff I was using from like IRL concepts aren't really translating this year, so I got to figure out something.
Gotcha. Well, good luck, G. Good luck. Next.
All right. Going on to let's pull the phone back up. Sorry.
Robert, Rabbit, and Tiger. The 14
Yeah.
and the
What
3.
seeds are they?
14.
Rabbit's the 14 seed.
Yep. Tiger is the 3 seed.
So I've said this about Rabbit. Before Rabbit left, he was a top 7 seed. The dude, offense, elite. He's been an admin in our league since we started up. He took last year off, and he is rusty as fuck. I don't know how his game is going to be right now. Before he left, his defense was elite. His offense, well, he actually has the record for most passing yards in a season. That being said, the year off, I just played him yesterday. Put up 45 to like 17 on him. So I can't say he's going to be back yet.
Tiger is one of our most consistent users for sure, offensively and defensively. I mean, he's always looking to make his team better. He knows the ins and outs of the game, player-wise, play-wise, blitzing, whatever, you name it, usering. He's good at it all, great at it all, elite at pretty much all of it, honestly. And I mean, he's gonna take what's open. He's probably gonna use his commanders. I would imagine that defense is gonna be spectacular. Offensively, he takes what's given to him. He can usually put up easily in the 24, 28, 30 plus range. So, I mean, he's not like explosively high powered offense, just consistent drive down the field and usually put it in the end zone for 6. So, I'd expect Tiger to probably take this one pretty easily. What do you think, Lynch? And Cody, I guess.
As much as I fucking hate to speak highly of Tiger, luckily this is the only time I actually have to compliment our players in the league. So Tiger will be taking this with a negative 20.5.
Oh, that's a lot, but okay.
He will. I mean, I don't remember the last time where he started the season soft.
No,
I think
he comes out the gates firing.
He always comes out of the gates ready to go. I don't think he's ever had a season that is under 10 wins. And I think that he, even though his deep pass game isn't as lethal as his brother, but I think his consistency with the ground game and how much he will suck off Terry McLaurin, whatever his fucking name is. He loves Terry. He loves Terry. He will
Terry.
So as long as that guy can shut down Terry, I mean, maybe it'll be a little bit of a game. But other than that, I think that's basically where it's going to be. It's going to be Tiger.
He will be using the 49ers. I'll say that. So they got a pretty good defense. But that being said, I think your guy takes the over on this just because he's too rusty.
For sure. All right, let's move on to Legacy versus July. That is the 11 seed in PML versus the 6 seed NSL July.
I'll let
I mean, go for it, yeah.
July's got an elite defense. He plays solid. He's going to play 4 down linemen and a man down in the box from the safety position. Pretty much downs 1 through 3 unless it's third and short. Or I'm sorry, third and long. It's very good. He knows what he's doing. He's not the best user, but he can still make some plays. His offense, he's going to funnel that through the run game, play action, off of old Kirk Cousins and JJ. He's going to try and probably force the ball lots of JJ, but I mean, that's not a bad idea because when you get the ball in his hands, pretty much that's 6 points half the time.
Very true.
Yeah, if you get ahead of him early, the game can get out of hand pretty quickly, but he's known for his fourth quarter comeback, so even if he was down 21 at the beginning of the fourth, you still can't, turn off the stream. You got to see that thing out because he's kind of like John Elway, Peyton Manning with those fourth quarter comebacks.
All right. Sounds like it'll be a tough test for Legacy. Lynch or Cody, you wanna talk
Familiar
about?
too. Honestly.
Huh?
I mean, well, I'll fucking say some stuff about Legacy.
Go for it, Lynch.
Like,
I'd like to
fucking
hear
say
this.
some stuff.
I'd like to hear this,
Do
honestly.
you want me to
So-
say something about Legacy real quick, Lunch, before you?
Go, yeah, go for it. Go for it.
All right. Legacy's definitely. I think he's ranked. He's definitely better than a Lambda seed. He's made the Super Bowl once, but he's kind of newer. I think this is only his third year coming in, so he hasn't really proven himself quite yet.
But last Madden, what? I mean, probably had 6 losses, maybe 10 the 3 seasons we played or whatever it was.
But yeah, we only played 2 seasons because.
I mean, he was dominant though in the regular season and pretty good in the playoffs too, if I recall. He was the Vikings last year, right?
Yeah, and then we actually did a restart with Legends and stuff, and Lynchy boy over here was he had a 35-3 lead on him and ended up blowing it in the second half
Watch your tone.
to Legacy. So I think you got your hands full there, July.
Fair enough.
The only
Sounds
thing
like
I'll say.
Sounds like y'all seated him a little low there.
He is a
Only
little
thing
low,
I'll
honestly. He could easily be higher than who's ever in that 7th seed for us.
Who the fuck is 7? Is that me?
Maybe.
You can
No.
kill yourself. Okay, so
How does he like to
say-
play? Is he a run first player, or is he kind of just yeet the ball all over?
He's pretty balanced, I would say. Actually, if maybe a little more run
Nah.
first, but I would say
This is gonna be a very low scoring game then.
55%.
He's like I said, he's a
No.
little bit newer though, so we really haven't had like a huge sample size of. I think he's been the Vikings and I don't know what the other team he was. The Rams maybe.
Say
Oh,
the over under
sounds-
probably 44 points.
Jesus
44 and a half.
Christ, Josh, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit line.
No, I feel
Oh
like
my
that sounds
God.
about right.
No,
24
what
to
I'll say
20
about-
type game.
Points. He's talking about total points.
Oh,
Yeah.
total
Yeah,
points.
come on,
Yeah, I-
combined, yeah.
But what I'll say about Legacy is we actually have a really big history most people don't know. I played with him back when I was in the league with Legacy, Echo, and I think 4KT in our league. And also
Yeah,
Zerpler was in the
NFL,
league.
NFL
So-
X.
Yep, the NFL X Clan. That was a fun time. But yeah, he's a very decent user. I mean, you can't count him out. I mean, he definitely came back on me. It's not the first time that I mean, he's done that. Same thing for me. Like I've came back from really big deficits before. So I mean, when he figures out his offense, that's when it's time to really you got to lock in. Like you could have a lead and you could throw 4 picks in the first half, but that second half he'll have his entire offensive and defensive scheme figured out where it's going to be hard to even move the ball. So Legacy definitely brings a lot of power.
Sounds very similar to me. Like that's the crazy.
Yeah, they're very similar players, so it's going to be a very low scoring game, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
It's going to be all about pacing.
Yeah, just because I mean, I have
You
history
know what?
with Legacy, and I mean, it's
We can do the total score instead of a money line between the two if you want.
nah, I'm gonna keep my line. You guys can do total points if you want, but I got Legacy at -6.5.
It's not your call, you dipshit.
Well, it's gonna be my call because I'm Lynch.
It sounds
got,
like
Josh?
It's Lynch's
think that-
line.
Honestly,
It's
I would
Lynch's line.
probably go -2.5 for July.
it's
With
yeah,
this-
I think it's
Agree
going
with
to
that
come
one.
down to
Or
probably
Shit
being
commissioner,
under
yeah,
44
5 or
and a
less
half.
I even
points.
pouring his boys.
He's the higher seed,
Yeah,
Lynch.
I don't.
I don't care. It's July. He has beta bitch in the name.
I don't know if this is an underrated skill, but July is very good at controlling the pace of the game, not letting the
That's
scores
a
just
great
snowball.
skill. He's willing to do that.
Nah,
Yeah,
pace
he's
won't
very
help
good
against
at
Legacy.
keeping up with the pace, and I will say that.
For
I
sure.
think, like I said, I think it's going to be a one-score game, and like you said, it's going to be a very low-scoring. They ain't going to be neither team scoring over 24.
That'll be an interesting one to watch, though, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to catch that one if I got time.
Oh, I will take the over on that, Cody, any day.
July, what you got yourself at?
Whatever Josh says is fine. I'll
I
take
have
Josh.
them both scoring less than 24 points.
So he said something about
So-
-3. Do a 3-point spread for me.
Yeah,
-3.
I can see 24 20.
Yeah, I think around that.
I
sounds
think
good
this
to me.
game will be decided by a field goal, so you have to give it a 2.5 spread on whoever.
PML, leave
It's
a
hard 'cause I've
comment
never
if you
seen the other
approve
guy
of
play.
Lynch's lines. We got to make sure that the bookie
We're
stays
going,
up.
we're going 2.5 minus 2.5.
Lynch's line -6.5.
All right,
Alright,
let's move
right.
on to Lynch's game. Actually, we got the NSL 10 seed Nick going against the PML 7 seed Lynch.
Yes, sir.
Lynch
Hey,
is
let's go,
dying
Nick.
to.
Nick,
Go-
get your promo, baby. Let's hear it.
Yeah, all right, Nick, go
Nick
first.
is-
My game's just starting to come back to me. There's a good 5 years where I barely played Madden, and last year was really the first year I got back into it, getting back into playbooks, getting back into just the whole feel of Madden. And I felt that towards the end my game is really coming along, so I'm excited to get back to it this year. But I'll let these guys talk about how I play.
Yeah, you
Josh,
know
you
it.
go ahead. You play him a lot.
Yeah, we play in the AFC together. He's usually the Bengals. Last couple cycles, he's gotten a whole lot better. Surprise, surprise. Joe Burrow's kind of carrying him, and Jamar Chase. He's another guy that can just really just rock you to sleep with his gameplay. Just long drives, a lot of plays. I think when we played this last time, he had 3 or 4 drives that went for over 12 plays apiece. Just really just controlled the clock, funneled his offense through Jamar Chase. The run game, he leans on inside zone pretty heavy, so he doesn't get in any like second and long, third and long. He's pretty much always sitting at 3rd and 5 and less. So he does a good job of controlling the clock. His defense isn't that great. You can easily put up 49 on him, but you have to get the ball for that to happen. What do we have these guys ranked? Seed-wise?
We got the 10 and the 7 seed. Nick is the 10,
Yeah.
Lynch 7.
The 10. Yeah.
Yeah, well, watching Lynch play last year and just absolutely getting the brakes beat off of him by Diner was awesome to watch. So
That was absolute bullshit.
he was
Absolute bullshit. There
he's
were no
pretty
breaks
trash.
for anyone.
That's y'all 7 seed?
Shot
For y'all?
His mouth gets him pretty far in
I
this
should be in
league.
the top 5. But fuck this
Yeah.
league, bro.
But he's better than what his blowout showed last year. I mean, honestly, I can see Nick blowing him out again this year. Lynch,
Lynch
he
doesn't
is
take
just-
this very
he's-
seriously is the problem.
he's dog shit at the beginning of the year. He always sucks in the fucking our tournament, what we do ourselves, and he just is always dog shit in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, dude.
He's got to wait for the YouTube plays to come out.
Bro,
Honestly,
no.
I would take Nick fucking plus fucking
Dang.
no.
Lynch,
No,
what's
no,
the
that's
line for
terrible.
Do I get a
yourself?
fucking
That's-
promo? Do I get a
that's
fucking
terrible.
promo? What the
terrible.
fuck is this?
Nah, you don't
What are we
get to talk.
Yo, I'm fucking talking, bro. I'm talking. Yo, I don't need my league support for this game, bro. Nick is a little molly-whopping looking little bitch, all right? It's going to be minus 13.5 for your boy Lynch because even though Diner won 63-49 because there was 0 defense being played that entire game, I will fucking light up the pass. I will light up the run. He doesn't matter if he has Joe Mixon because I am a top rush defense guy. For the passing, all right, shut down Jamar. Easy pickings, baby. Easy pickings. The Ravens gonna fucking light it up and we gonna win this tournament. I might not win the free agency tournament, but oh man, dude. NSL is in for a whirlpool of Lynch. Woo!
He's
Take
a
that money
Cowboys
line,
fan.
PML. Take that money line.
He might use the Cowboys.
Lynch, how-
He's gonna be a Cowboys. Yeah.
Lynch,
It doesn't
He's a
matter.
Cowboys
It doesn't matter. He can use any
Do you
team
think you can
in
stop
the
Deuce Vaughn?
NFL.
Do you think
Yeah.
you can stop Deuce Vaughn, dude?
I can.
Yeah, he's
I
like
can
doesn't
5'10",
even
stop
know.
dude.
He doesn't even know who
everybody.
Deuce
I
Vaughn
can
is.
stop. I
He
can
doesn't
stop
even know who
every
Deuce
single
Vaughn is.
running back that anyone gives me. Okay, I am a top 3 rush defense in PML, and I can tell you PML is better than NSL. So I will take that first round to the bank, and I will cash
Lynch,
in
I
on
got-
that money line of, or no, the spread of -13.5. Count it.
I got a question for you, Lynch.
What you need, baby? What you need?
How much do you trust your money line?
How much do I trust my money line?
Yeah, like how much
Yeah,
do you
what was
believe
the
in
money
it?
line? Minus 13?
If you really believe in it, why don't you put the money up yourself?
All right, how much you want me to put
Anyone
up?
who's willing to bet you. I mean, I'm not really trying to,
Yeah.
but we've got a whole
Yeah,
bunch of
what is-
people that are going to be
If you're not
listening to
fucking
this.
trying to, then what the
We
fuck?
got a whole bunch of people that are trying to
Right.
listen to this that would probably be willing to.
All right, let me know. Because I mean, yo, like, if we're talking money line strictly, I mean, I got money on myself all day, baby. All day, baby. Come on.
What's the
Give me that.
spread here, buddy?
The spread, I don't know about the spread, but money line.
Oh,
I
the
got
spread, which has gone down 13.
the spread, I mean, that's more just for fun. But money line, I mean, you gotta go Lynch. You gotta go Lynch because you know that even after I lost a diner, I won fucking 7 straight in the fucking losers bracket, and then it just stopped.
I'll go Lynch minus 3.5.
Minus 3.5. What a joke.
I like the money line better.
Money line minus 125.
Minus 125. Come on. You might as well make it plus 500 for Lynch so I can cash in hella. Come on.
We'll talk about Lynch all night. Let's move on.
True.
Let's go Team Lynch, baby. To the moon.
PML's 15 seed, Vizzy, and NSL's 2 seed trending. And I know for past tournaments, trending is
What?
Yeah, trending
Just
is
flagged
an
up.
offensive mastermind and a defensive mastermind. I don't know what to say about it. Everything I said about Cripps, where he knows Madden. Trending is just about knows it too, but he's a better player. Elite user, elite play caller. He knows plays that just get fucking open. The only bad thing I can say about him is he's a Lions fan, but he will not be using the Lions. So it's gonna be a
that's
blowout. I
that
think
team's not
28.
too bad.
I would say I don't know whoever your seed is, but minus 28 is going to be the starting,
Jesus
regardless of what you say.
Christ. Holy
I don't
fuck.
know. He hasn't really played much, especially last cycle. He was middle of the pack because whatever life and stuff got in the way. I don't even know if he's downloaded the game and started playing it.
Thought he played you.
I have not played TRC.
No, this is trending.
Oh shit! All right, disregard everything I said. Trending by 28.
I was about to say, like, what? Like,
Well, I mean,
All right,
Vision's
Vizzy's is a decent guy. I mean, he's had his moments before he's made a Super Bowl, I believe. Maybe a handful of Super Bowls, actually, at least a couple. And
He's made one early on, like season 10, and he just made one like recently, maybe like a Madden 2 ago.
so
yeah, dude,
anyway, but I
Vision
mean,
has
he's got his ups, he's got his downs. There's times where life gets in the way. He's not able to really put the true effort he should be able to into Madden, probably, and that affects his rating. When he's on top of his game, he can be up there with some of the best of them. The way you talk about this trending dude, sounds like he's pretty damn good. I mean, Vizzy, I don't think he'll be able to really stick with him, but I don't know if anyone as a low seed would be able to from us. It would probably be Viz.
I mean, I got Vizzy at plus 13.5. Like, as much as I love this dude, he's literally just another Nas. Like, it could be a one season wonder. If he was more consistent, I'd give him a better rating. I mean, I definitely think that Visions is a great player when he actually wants to be a great player. He has the ability to turn on that switch to be a top user, but I don't think he wants to turn on that switch. So if he wants to really prove himself in this tournament, I mean, I'm really hoping that he can. But plus 13.5, I don't think it's going to be 28. If it's 28, I mean, holy balls, that's bad. But
minus 28.
plus 13.5 because I think it's going to be a more fair match.
All right, we'll do 13.5, but I'll take that just because it benefits us.
Yeah.
Eat shit.
Josh said minus 28. So did Josh. It's minus 28. Lynch, fuck you. Stop talking.
Bro, what the fuck? Yo, I'm trying to stick up for my boys.
Yeah, but
You
you're
fucking
hurting the
talking about me?
lines. Like, we're trying to do something here.
Well, we're talking about Lynch's lines.
We're not. We agreed at the start. Just stop.
We're so stupid.
Dude, you can't even do negative 28. That's not a real thing.
Says who?
Says DraftKings, FanDuel, every sports book in the world.
Well, July just did it, so I mean it's done.
There are definitely
Oh, great.
lines that
So
are even numbers that are not that do not end in half.
Find me one. Find me one.
27.5. Make it happen.
Okay, 27.5 can do.
So just to shut this fucking kid up.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
shut me up, bro. I'm the fucking face of the league. I'm
Moving
like John Cena.
on, we're going on to the bottom bracket where the seeds flip. So we got PML's 16 seed in Revolution and NSL's 1 seed in Nick Jr. I assume Nick and Nick Jr. are related?
Son.
Yeah, father and son.
He's been in our league since he was 16 years old.
13, I think.
Nice.
13
Wait,
years
for
old. I'm
real?
sorry.
Crazy.
Father and son?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm striving for, that greatness.
You got a ways.
Cody
to go.
gonna
he's-
fucking Cody gonna build a fucking
and-
Madden phenom.
And Nick Jr. has passed his father in his abilities. No offense, Nick, but he is just a consistent, where Trending knows all the plays and all this. Nick Jr. is just consistent. I don't know how to explain it. He's going to make the right play every single time. You have to outboring him.
He's
And,
he's
that's
16.
not-
Of course he's gonna make. He's got all the time in the world.
He is usually the Panther. He's a Cowboys fan as well, but he usually uses the Panthers in our league and has won multiple Super Bowls in the last 2 years. I think something along the lines of 5 or 6, and it's just every mistake you make, he takes advantage of, and he doesn't make any of his own. So the only way to really beat Nick is just to not make a single mistake and just hope you're the one with the ball at the end. If you can do that, you can beat Nick. But as far as making him make a mistake, he isn't going to do it. As far as, him taking advantage of yours, he's going to take advantage of every single one throw that you make wrong is going to be picked. He's and like I said, I think highly of Trending. Trending knows Madden better, but as far as like just a pure dude that can just game, it's Nick Jr. all day, and that's why he's our number 1 seed. So I don't even I'm not even gonna put him as like this super 20-something guy. I just know he's gonna win,
Just
and it doesn't matter what.
consistency. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know who your 16 seed is. I'll let you talk about him, then I'll give you a line.
Revolution is he actually I will shout out his league though real quick. He runs a sister league with us. It's actually a sim only league. You don't play at all. You just you build your team and you can stream the game and watch the computer and kind of stuff. It's pretty fun, honestly. Don't knock it till you try it is what I say. But as far as a play user, not the best. He's a Browns fan, but he is going to be using the Chargers and PML. So I'm not sure which team he's going to want to use, but the way you guys talk about Nick Jr., it seems like this is going to be a cakewalk, honestly, for him.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'll do 21. Number 20 and a half.
Definitely be a cakewalk, but I can't wait to beat it 2 generations of these guys. It's gonna be beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Just because Nick Jr. doesn't, he's such a good dude that he's not gonna, he's gonna take it a little easier when the game's over. He won't.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. He won't put it up on him.
What a pussy. All right.
All right. Well, moving on to NSL 9 seed, we got Silver, and PML's 8 seed, we got Strawberry. Actually, Silver just joined the chat. Welcome, Silver.
All right. Good
Okay.
try.
Yep.
I'll let you talk about Silver, Josh. You played him quite a few times last year, I believe.
We could talk about Silver.
I was gonna say, hold on,
haven't
before you get
played 'em
into
yet
it.
this year.
Actually, this is funny because Silver and I used to play quite a bit back in the day. He used to be in PML. He was the Raiders all the time. I was the Chiefs still. And
I had a
so,
huge crush on his wife.
that's probably why he left. I forgot about that whole
Hi, Panda. I miss you.
anyway, but yeah, it was a good time. I feel like I had Silver's number most of the time, but he definitely got a couple on me. So we'll see if that streak continues or not. But if you guys want to talk about Silver's play style, or
Yeah.
I mean, he was always just consistent, smart player.
Yeah, he runs a limited offense. He knows what he's gonna do. He's just got to get the right guys in that scheme. So he'll probably pick a team that fits what he's going to do instead of just being a homer and taking whatever his favorite team is.
Yeah.
We've seen him make deep
Probably.
runs in NSL. I think he made a Super Bowl one year as the Raiders and then lost to probably Nick Jr. He knows what he's going to do. He's going to stick to his game plan. He's not unbeatable, and he's not a powerhouse, but he can put up a fight.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Eric
Actually
Strawberry, the
impressive
dude you
that
played
he's
last
one
year.
of the Raiders.
Yeah, that should be a pretty good game. I think the seeding's they're probably around 9 or 8
Yep.
seed. Yeah, that's probably where both those guys belong. It'll be a close game. Either team can win it. It'll be an entertaining one, that's for sure.
But I
Yeah,
think
I would say
Silver
Silver last year fell off a little bit for us just because he did not have a quarterback that worked for him, and he until he traded for Dak, he was in trouble with the Saints last year. So
Oh yeah.
But I think Silver just unmuted himself. So Silver, let's hear your luscious voice, huh?
What's going on, Lynch?
What's going on, my guy? Long time no
Is this
see.
recorded?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right, I was gonna
This is
show
for
Panda
your
later.
safety, my
Shout out
safety,
to
and
him.
Lynch's safety.
Nice. No, I think one year in PML I actually made it to the AFC Championship against Strawberry, and he had just had like the perfect gameplay gameplay against me. He kind of just basically ran like a passing scheme, and I was set up to stop the run, and I just never switched the entire game. So
Yeah, I think
but
I do remember
should be a
that
good
a
game.
little
I've
bit.
definitely beat him a few times, but
Mm-hmm.
we've gone back and forth.
Yep.
So
Oh, do I get the opportunity to talk about Eric? Oh, baby. I'm excited for this. Eric is just dog shit at Madden. Like, there's just no way that he's actually going to get any points. But I have him as -6.5.
So I'm gonna hold Silver to -6.5. Actually, it's gonna be a
I got a
legitimate -6.5.
I got a question. Is this the first year that the admins from PML actually get out of the first round?
It's good I'm not an admin.
I'd say so.
I
Who's
mean,
Cody?
All right.
who are the
We'll get
admins
to
that we have?
we'll get to Cody's game in a little bit, but
Oh,
we
we're
can move on
doomed,
now.
Cody. We're absolutely doomed with him.
Let's go on to
yeah.
well, you said -6.5, Lynch, for me.
Yeah, -6.5 for you.
All right. So next up, then we've got our 13 and our 4 seed. NSL 13 seed is Marv. PML's 4 seed is Jake, the defending Super Bowl champion in PML. Actually,
Oh, brother. I fucking hate Jake, bro. He traded DK Metcalf to Average Joe. Like, how the fuck, as a Seattle fan, do you trade the best wide receiver since Jerry Rice? It's unfucking believable.
all right, let's
Jake
keep
is-
this focused though.
but going into this actual game, you said it's 3 versus 14, right?
If you thought Jerry Rice was a good
Yeah.
wide receiver in
4
Seattle,
versus
you need to go back
13.
and watch fucking
Jerry
football.
Rice, hey man, Jerry Rice was the #1 receiver in Seattle, and then it's DK Metcalf. But going back to the game, Jake definitely came into our league and fucking just started demolishing people.
Well, he didn't start demolish. He worked his way up. He had his rough
Yeah.
speed bumps at first. Dave and
He's
Buster's.
good in Buster moment. Don't forget that.
Well, he's all right. So all right, he's one of the few users in the league that didn't have to take years and years and years to actually develop. Like I'll call out myself. It took me
He's
like
also one of
5
the
years.
youngest users in the league too.
He is the youngest user in the league. I used to have that reigns, and now I'm not, and I'm sad. But anyway,
Bro, as fuck.
yeah, all right, kiss my ass. All right, Jake will definitely come out as the victor. He could use the Seahawks. He could use the Texans. He could use what's another dog shit team? I can't even name a dog shit team. The
Cardinals.
Titans. Yeah, Cardinals. Sure. He could use really any team, and he'll be able to figure out what scheme is going to work for that specific team. He's a very consistent passer. He doesn't have to even throw deep in order to create really big passes. Like a 10-yard pass could easily go for 50 yards with how spacious of a pocket he really has. So, I mean, your 14 seed's got to really figure out how to play the sexiest defense possible.
And he's also
'cause
a great runner
Jake
too.
is-
Like he
yeah,
will take
Jake is
what you give
absolutely
him
lethal.
up the middle all day. He loves going out of shotgun and taking those traps inside zones and working off the play action and screens and whatnot too off of that.
Exactly. He just brings a lot of lethalness on offense. His defense, I mean, can definitely be exposed, but not as much as his offense is going to recoup any of the lost points that he had.
The one thing I will say though, for a weakness of Jake, is if he does get down early or something, he could get shook and make some mistakes. And I mean, if that happens, maybe Marv has a slight chance there.
It's to happen in the first quarter, or it's not going to happen at all.
What's the line we got for Jake?
For Jake,
I haven't even described Mark yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
let's
mean-
let's
Yeah,
talk about
yeah,
Marv.
yeah.
for a
About
second.
Marv yet.
Yeah, let's talk about Marv.
All right, Josh, you play Marv constantly. Let me just say this about Marv. 2-3 Maddens ago, Marv was an elite Madden player. I think life has kind of maybe gotten into his gameplay a little bit. You know, you can't practice like he used to. He probably
No,
got a
that
family and
happens,
job
that happens.
responsibilities. 2-3 Maddens ago, elite Marv. Last year, Marv, 63 interception Marv. So,
Wow.
Josh, what do you got to say about his game?
Instead of doing an over/under or a money line, we should have an interception line because Marv is gonna not throw any less than 6 picks this game. He consistently throws 8 or more to me every single time we play. He does beat me sometimes, but it requires kind of some miraculous. He plays with the Chiefs, so you never know what's going to happen with those guys. He's probably going to play with them in the tournament. I've been kind of watching him play. I think I watched him play training today or yesterday, and it's kind of the same old Marv. I think he crushes a 6-pack right before he hops on every game, and then hits the bong because it just looks like a drunk out there just yeeting that fucking thing. Just when
I
you're
love
like
this guy.
14, you're like, I'm gonna load up Madden. I'm gonna just throw that fucking ball over the field. Well, that's Marv. That's what he does, and he doesn't give a fuck. He will just keep throwing that ball just 80 yards downfield every other play, and he could win from it. All it takes is a couple breaks. I mean, he has Mahomes. Anything could happen, but I think he's gonna throw 5+ picks, and he's gonna get blown out.
Well, if Marv loses first round, he will definitely win the award for fan favorite because that was the
Sounds like
best
Marv.
explanation ever. I got
What-
Jake
what-
at 16 and a half.
16 and a half.
Sounds fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jake's a Seattle fan, so he'll probably be using the Seahawks, I would assume.
Yeah,
I think he'll be ahead quite a lot, and then the fourth quarter, he's just he's gonna take his foot off the gas, and then I think Marv is gonna score quite a few touchdowns at the end. It still won't be a competitive game, but he's gonna close the gap late and kind of ruin your money line there. So I'll take the under.
All right.
You're gonna lose money, my
Next
guy.
up, we've got PML's 12 seed Nazgrim against NSL's 5 seed TRC. I take it this is not the same TRC, right? That's in
Yeah,
our
it is.
league.
Of
Oh, it
course,
is
the same
TRC?
TRC. Yeah, dude, that's why I
Oh.
call him a
It's
traitor
Merc,
every single day he
he's
talks.
our bridge.
So
He's our bridge.
he's playing on the other side, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, he's a fucking traitor. Like, I can't stand this kid. I hope he fucking loses first round.
Dang. All right, well,
I
you
mean,
got Lynch's take on him. We all know TRC, a solid player. I mean, he's won multiple Super Bowls in our league. I'm sure he's pretty decorated in your league as well.
He's won 2,
Okay.
I think.
How long has he been with you guys?
6 or 7 years.
Okay. I wonder which one
He
he
just
was with first.
he definitely has deteriorated his game a little bit as well because of
Yep.
real life circumstances. So he isn't the same TRC where it's like how I describe trending. is how TRC used to be, and so trending is that guy now. But he's still TRC. You still don't want to just go in there. Like he can go on autopilot and still win this whole tournament. We all know that. So.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. They'll start by running the option to the right. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
A gain of 30. First down, Baltimore.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Again, Jackson will keep it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Here's Jackson to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw is Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 32 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. In search of 4 yards here, pick up the first down. Jackson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we're never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Escaping the pressure right. And Jackson will have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
These two teams all tied after 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try to match his intensity.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by. Oh, right on the heels of a pick 6. Another ball intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I
think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
When I said I was a top 3 rush defense, he's a part of that top 3. He knows exactly how to stop every single running back possible. If you get more than 50 yards rushing, that's treated as like 250 yards on the ground. So, and his pass defense, I mean, it's definitely hard to take, or really hard to get more than 300 yards on that. So, I think Joe is going to win this by a landslide. I would say no offense, but total offense. Just disrespectfully, it's going to be a negative 24.5 for Joe.
Negative 24.5. I like that. They got a 27.5, so we got to get a 24.5 at least.
Wait, they have a 27.5? Who they got?
Trending over Vizzy.
Oh, Vizzy, I need you to fucking prove yourself for me, man. All right, you got to fucking show.
Which one's more likely to hold their own on that?
I think it's gonna be Joe. Definitely holding that.
I don't know. Actually, I mean, trending's pretty good. Depends what Vision shows up, honestly.
If Vision shows up, I'll be very happy. I mean, as long as we're giving him 28 points. So I mean, it's his game to lose.
A lot of points.
I care more about the money than I do about the win.
That is all of the bracket. I want to go through and get everyone's individual. Who do we got in the finals, and who's your winner? Let's start with Lynch.
Do you really want to ask me that?
All right, you can't pick yourself. Can't pick yourself.
Bitch. If I had to pick anything, not knowing what round 2, 3, 4, 5 look like, I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be. It's hard to pick one user. I would say it's gonna be Seafield or Joe versus Nick or Trending. Nick Jr., not Nick D. I'm gonna fucking take him out round 1.
All right, who you got? Who you got between those two?
Between those two, if everything goes my way, I got Joe and Nick Jr.
All right, who do you got, Josh?
I kind of actually agree with Lynch, unfortunately. I don't think that's a guy I want to agree with, but it just kind of lined up that way.
No one wants to agree with me.
Yeah. No, he's probably about right. That sounds good.
Eric?
All right. I'll take Tiger in the top. I think he gets through, and then we'll do. How about Magic? I liked what you guys were saying about him. We'll take a shot
Little
on him.
Commanders matchup. I like that.
Yeah.
One of them should be the Redskins, though.
For real.
Yo, actually, I did hear there's a petition of 90,000 signatures that the Redskins might be coming back.
Just out Dan Snyder.
Well, without Dan Snyder, but no, it's like the Native American something group, NAGA, I think they're called, Native American something something. They started the petition for the Redskins to come back. So
Interesting. I haven't heard about this, but July, who do you got?
I can't go Magic just because he has to beat Nick in order to be able to get there, and I'm not sure he can. I think I'll go Nick over Trending just because that has been what's happened in our league. And then I guess Seafield is your guy. I don't play a lot of y'all. I remember him doing pretty well last year, so I'll go Nick versus Seafield in the finals with Nick boring him to death and winning it.
All right. I will go somewhere in between everybody, and we'll go Nick Jr. versus Tiger with Tiger winning. Obviously, I gotta rep the blood on PML. Sorry.
don't be sorry, bro. PML fucking taking the chip and they're taking the overall record. I mean, NSL doesn't got a chance, baby. Come on.
I mean, I did say that if PML wins the tournament, I'll give everyone one free star upgrade. So they got something to play for.
We do indeed. I actually might try in the preseason.
Does anyone have any last comments or anything they want to throw out there?
PML, you better bring the fucking hype, man. You gotta bring it. I can't be the only one. All right, bring it, baby. It's our house. It's ours. That's all I got.
Good luck, PML commissions. Hopefully you don't just one and done again. I really am pulling for you guys. It's been a while.
Well, we want to give you guys something since you guys can never win the tournament, so.
Fair enough.
Let's go. We like this. Yes.
This was fun. This is definitely something maybe we got to start doing every year. I got all the lines right here written down, so I'll get them in Discord probably tomorrow. Because I'm about to go to bed after this. So
yeah, I'll try to get this up on YouTube as soon as possible. Again,
whatever. I can send you the Twitch link if you want, so you can post it in your guys' group.
Please do.
Yeah, actually, it might be on YouTube right away too. So.
Yeah, just put it on YouTube. Actually, YouTube works. Just give me your YouTube link.
Okay, we'll do.
Be sure to drop, subscribe, like it, share it.
Yeah.
Don't do any of that. Don't do any of that if you're an NSL. Don't even just
NSL,
barely watch it.
You know, if you love your homie Lynch, I mean, if you want more of this, you gotta follow the pod, baby. You gotta follow the pod.
Yes, sir.
That's
Professional
exactly
Madden
why
League.
you would not. Is that what the P stands for?
Yes, sir.
P for professional. We are gentlemen.
I always thought it was pussies. My bad.
Oh, that's so cute. What's NSL? National Sucking League? Yeah, it's fucking 10th.
Yeah.
That was
fucking
whack,
7th
Lynch.
grade
God
jokes,
damn it.
baby.
That
7th
was
grade
terrible.
jokes for the win.
Gus,
Let's get it.
You sounded like you're in Benchwarmers.
Hey man, Benchwarmers won. All right, Benchwarmers won.
Guys, I hope you can play all your seasons this year.
Thank you. Yeah, we do too. Fingers crossed.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you for that. We fucking hope.
Honestly, if we can't, there may not be this next year because we're not going to have
this might
anyone
be
to
the
play.
last one of all time.
Well,
You can catch.
hopefully
Hey, if you guys get on NCAA, you can catch us on there. Maybe we can do one of those.
we do plan on doing an NCAA league, so maybe we can. That's something we can combine if it's not limited like it used to be with 12 members. If it goes to like 64 or something, we might
We'll
be
just
able
do
to.
it like conferences. Just combine everything.
And then it's just nothing but to shit talking. We'll be SEC, and you guys can be I don't
Big
know.
10.
ACC seems your style.
Big Ten and SEC, basically at this point.
There's only 2 conferences left.
So, all right, man.
All right,
yeah.
thanks guys. It was great. We will hopefully do this again sometime. Well, definitely next year. Maybe do a
Yes,
little
sir.
recap pod.
Yeah, we
Sounds
could
good.
definitely do a little recap pod.
If we win, we'll do it.
Yeah, that's
well,
hella cute.
guess we'll talk to you next year.
Yes, sir. But this TCC Lynch signing off with Eric Strawberry, Jaguars 19, Josh July 4th, 1776, hashtag Raise Up America. We got Marv in the chat, Nikki D, Vegas, Silver, Ric Flair, and that's all I remember. Make sure to woo all the way to the championship. We will see you guys when the tournament starts, as it actually probably already started, but we are going to see you guys when the finals hits. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to tell your friends PML Podcast with another successful day.
Yes, sir. Before we sign out, one last thing. We do actually have the schedule here. Round of 32 starts Saturday the 19th. It goes till Monday. Sweet 16 is the 21st till the 23rd. That's Monday through Wednesday. Elite 8 wraps up Friday then. Final 4 goes through the weekend, Friday through Sunday. The championship, hopefully, that Sunday or Monday. We're going to try to do some commentaries and stuff. You can find them on Professional Madden League, our Twitch. We got them going to our YouTube as well. So check us out there. Our Twitter is at PML Commish. And Instagram, we got a new social media guy putting up good stuff. Do you guys have any socials or anything you want to shout out?
No.
All right, cool.
We just do links though. We're not trying to get it to the people. It's for us.
No, it's got you. All right, thanks guys again. We will see you next time. We out of here. Peace.
All right, later.